I'm Grahame Morton. I'm the High Commissioner for New Zealand in New Delhi, in India, and I cover both India and Sri Lanka and Bangladesh and Nepal. Delhi's an ancient city, so it's been a capital of 7 different empires over thousands of years. So one of the things that's left New Delhi with is a real legacy in terms of an amalgam of cultures and foods as well. So one of the great things about Delhi is it's one of the culinary capitals of the world. It's the cradle of vegetarian food in India. It has a huge variety of cuisines, and it's a great place to eat. One of the things that we're working really hard on, we have for several years now, is trying to advance an India-New Zealand FTA. We've just had a very good visit from the Indian President, the first visit in 30 years by a high-level member of the Indian government, and that had some very good political messaging around the FTA, so we're back to the drawing board on that and working hard. I think there are a few things that New Zealanders do have that are a product partly of our isolation from the rest of the world, but also some of the societal characteristics that we have. So we have probably an openness that lots of countries don't have. We certainly have an expectation that people will progress through merit and not simply because of hierarchy or birth. And that's certainly not a characteristic that is common or shared by countries all over the world. So that seeing people and valuing their contribution because of what they do, not who they are. To really strengthen your international voice, you need to know what it is that you're having your voice on. And so that requires you to be very organised in your domestic and your international thinking. It makes sense to have voices on issues, obviously, that are important to New Zealanders and to New Zealand interests. And so being really clear and then being able to bring together the different facets of New Zealand politics and policy and thinking and other parts of New Zealand, whether they're business or community, is really important in prosecuting any major interest. The way that New Zealand is engaged offshore also means, and the interests of other countries, it means that having interests that are outside pure trade interests is also quite important. In Delhi, because it's so hot through some of the year, we do a lot of swimming. I do swim training with the kids, so I'm embarrassing dad who's chugging away in one lane while the rest of them are swimming a little faster now than the others. But I like playing golf, which I don't get to do very often, but I play a bit of golf. And I grew up in the Bay Plenty in New Zealand, so I learned to surf when I was really young.